Hello everyone! As a wealth management advisor who frequently works with immigrant families and international professionals, I've found that many newcomers to the US share similar concerns. Why doesn't our money stay? Why do taxes so high? Are we missing out on financial tools that others use to build long-term wealth? Today, I'm walking through a hypothetical case study to help explain how the US financial system works. Wealth is not determined by income. It is determined by structure. You'll see how starting with just $20,000 of self-employment income can legally reduce taxes and build more than $1 million in retirement assets within 10 years. Wealth in the US is built through structure, planning, and understanding how different accounts and tax rules interact. Income alone does not determine financial outcomes. As one of my favorite quotes says, "Those who know how to earn money shape their present. Those who know how to manage money shape their future." 1. Before planning, high income, but a heavy financial load. Here is the fictional family's initial situation, which is common for new immigrants. $270,000 per year in passive income. ACA health insurance costing $20,000 a year. No retirement accounts. No access to 401k. No employer benefits. No health savings account. The income looks strong, but because they are not participating in retirement systems, much of their income remains fully taxable, producing a heavier tax burden. This scenario illustrates how income alone does not build long-term wealth. Structure matters. 2. The turning point, establishing earned income to activate the entire wealth system. The fictional husband begins consulting as a self-employed professional. His business grows slowly, with his first-year income at $20,000. Even a modest amount of earned income can make someone eligible for several common U.S. financial tools, such as opening a solo 401k account, IRA and Roth IRA contributions subject to IRS rules, using ACA self-employed premium deductions, opening and SHA tax-free health savings if enrolled in a qualifying health plan, hiring a spouse to perform legitimate business duties when reasonable and documented, business deductions allowed under Schedule C, restructuring the family's tax burden. These strategies must always follow IRS and Department of Labor rules. Actual eligibility varies by income, household circumstances, and tax filing status. 3. The family's wealth strategy framework hypothetical illustration. Here is a possible structure, assuming the business becomes stable and the family meets applicable IRS requirements. This illustration is not a recommendation and does not reflect any particular individual's results. 1. Open a solo 401k for the husband. Allows tax-deferred contributions based on actual earned income and IRS limits. Contributions depend on net business income and age. Purpose: build retirement savings and reduce taxable income. At age 55, in year 1, he can contribute $20,000, fully tax-deferred. That $20,000 no longer counts toward taxable income. 2. Hiring a spouse. Requires legitimate work, reasonable compensation, and appropriate payroll and tax documentation. May allow the spouse to participate in a retirement plan, depending on plan design. Purpose: create a dual-engine household. Once the business stabilizes, the wife joins and earns a reasonable wage. She can now contribute to her own solo 401k, earning Social Security credits, and her salary reduces net profit for tax purposes. Together, they accumulate tax-deferred plus tax-free assets, creating powerful leverage. 3. Open an health savings account, available only with a qualified high-deductible health plan. HSs offer tax-deductible contributions, tax-deferred growth, and tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. One of the most powerful tools available. Limits in 2025, $8,300 family contribution, $1,000 catch-up for husband. Total, $9,300 pre-tax. 4. Backdoor Roth IRA for lifetime tax-free growth. Requires following IRS rules for non-deductible IRA contributions and Roth conversions. Pro rata rules may apply. Limits in 2025, husband, $8,000. Wife, $8,000. Total, $16,000. Roth becomes the family's permanent tax-free legacy account. 5. ACA premium deductions. Self-employed individuals may be eligible to deduct health insurance premiums, subject to rules and income limitations. This expense, which would normally be paid after taxes, could potentially become 100% tax deductible. 6. Schedule C business deductions. Only legitimate, ordinary, and necessary business expenses may be deducted, reducing net profit and taxes. 4. First-year impact hypothetical example. This is a fictional, simplified before and after comparison. Actual tax calculations depend on many variables and should be completed with a qualified tax professional. This example does not include state or local taxes, phase-outs, payroll taxes, AMT, KB calculations, or other details. Even though first-year contributions are limited by income, the system is activated. $12,000 to solo for 101K, tax-deferred, $9,300 to SHA, tax-free. Schedule C business deductions. $20,000 ACA premiums, converted to pre-tax, taxable income drops from $240,800 to $198,000. Federal taxes drop from $46,000 to $33,000. This is the power of structure. As the saying goes, the truly wealthy are not those who earn more, but those who keep more. 5. 10-year projection. Using a hypothetical 6% annual growth rate and compound growth solely for demonstration, the combined accounts in this fictional scenario accumulate to over $1.2 million. This is not luck, this is planning. 6. Why this matters for new immigrant families. Many immigrants face passive or inconsistent income, higher perceived tax burdens, limited access to employer benefits, less familiarity with tax-advantaged tools. Once they learn correctly, they discover the U.S. is not a high-tax country. It reduces taxes for people who understand the rules. The takeaway is that understanding the rules and available structures can help families make more informed decisions. This video is educational only and not personalized advice. Conclusion: true wealth is a strategic future. Wealth begins with knowledge, structure, and informed decision-making, not just income. Understanding U.S. financial tools can help families evaluate potential tax savings, build long-term retirement strategies, improve financial flexibility. It is better to walk slowly on the right path than to run fast on the wrong one. If you're interested in discussing how different strategies might apply to your situation for your family financial and retirement planning, please feel free to reach out. A conversation can help you understand what options may be available to you based on your goals and circumstances. Thank you for following. I'll see you next time.